Well, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite prophets, seer of the future, somebody who had access to other realms that we can't understand, and that's Edgar Cayce. Edgar Cayce was known as the sleeping prophet because he made over 14,000 predictions in his lifetime while he was in a sleep trance type state and would wake up having no knowledge of what he spoke of. Much of what he spoke of were not things he actually believed himself, because he is quite a religious man. Some of these things already came true. Others point directly to 2025 and beyond, from massive earth changes to a spiritual awakening unlike anything humanity has ever seen. Cayce's visions may hold the key to understanding what's coming next. But here's the shocking truth. While some predictions seem terrifying, others reveal the possibility of a golden age. If we choose it, let's break it down right now. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an amazing life. Are you ready for it? So let's talk about Edgar Cayce. Who was Edgar Cayce? Well, from 1877 to 1945, he was an American mystic. He had an experience as a child. He saw angels, he saw fairies, he saw all of those things in that other spiritual realm of which I just shot a video prior to this. How do you contact those? We are in the veil. We are behind the veil. He was not. He had an open veil, but he had lost his voice at one point, and he went to a hypnotist, and he realized how effective it was. He actually ended up healing himself. He would have dreams of how to heal not just himself, but then others. He could place his head on a book and wake up being able to know the contents of the entire book. He was obviously more advanced. He was in the other realms. So he would give these predictions while in this trance, and he would heal thousands of people in his lifetime. He spoke about health cures primarily, but then when we realized this guy has knowledge, he would talk about other things like lost civilizations, earth changes, and the future of humanity. And some people misused his readings, trying to figure out which stocks to pick. And these readings did deplete him. In fact, he was warned by the spirit world not to do too many in one day, but he wanted to help people. And yes, he exceeded that and ended up dying, actually quite young. So if you're interested, many of his readings are archived and studied to this day. He's one of the most famous and widely respected psychics in history. Not fringe, but mainstream enough to be in historical records. He never claimed what the source actually was. He just accessed it. So let's talk about the prophecies that already came true. Cayce predicted the stock market crash of 1929. That's big. He warned people, get your money out. That was years before it happened. He foresaw the shifting of the Earth's poles beginning in the late 20th century. Who would guess that would happen? Today, scientists confirm pole drift is accelerating. He predicted the rise of China as the future cradle of Christianity and global spiritual leadership, something many people are watching closely now. He correctly foresaw World War II. He called it a conflict that would engulf the world unless humanity changed its course, and we didn't. So let's talk about the earth changes that he has predicted. Cayce warned of dramatic earth changes in the 21st century. We're in it right now. Rising seas, that's happening. Coastal flooding, earthquakes, volcanoes. We know that hurricanes here in Florida and other places are accelerating. They're getting more fierce. He specifically spoke about parts of the U.S., California, New York, the Midwest, facing major transformations. It's not just us down here in Florida. So for 2025 to 2030, those are those key dates that keep coming up. Cayce scholars connect his timeline of great upheaval. So that's why I told you it's happening now. We see it happening. To what's happening now, climate change, magnetic pole shifts, natural disasters increasing. We're going to see that. We're going to see all kinds of things. We've seen fires, volcanoes, tsunamis. It's all going to accelerate because the earth is shifting and changing along with us. And unless we go into a higher frequency, these things will continue to accelerate. We can control some of these things, all right? Mother Earth still has her journey. But Cayce said these were not punishments. Cayce said this. They were part of a global cleansing, preparing humanity for higher consciousness. Have you heard of the Georgia Guidestones? Well, not too long ago, they got blown up. Nobody knows who actually created them. They had prophecies of a future perfect world. So on the Guidestones, it said the perfect balance, the perfect race to live in harmony community with this planet is 500 million. Yeah, not billion, 500 million. We're already at 8 billion. That's a little crazy. So again, what does the global cleansing mean? Are people actually going to physically leave? Yes, that will happen also. Cleansing also means that those who are living in corruption and lower frequencies will experience the karmic effects of their anger, their greed, their attachment to the material world. Everything's just cause and effect. It's never punishment. It's just cause and effect. You do this, this is what happens. And he said it's preparing humanity for higher consciousness. It has to cleanse. It has to. It's like any disease, anything. Symptoms are a cry for something that is not stable, and it must be cleansed. Let's talk about the spiritual awakening prophecies. Cayce predicted the fifth root race. Interesting, he said fifth. We talk about the fifth dimension frequently, and I believe this is what he was referring to. A new kind of humanity emerging in the 21st century, more intuitive, spiritually aware, connected to higher dimensions. Go watch my video of how to connect to higher dimensions, that will be the norm for those in the higher frequency, those stepping into a fifth dimension, of which many beings exist. It's endless. Humanity will be moving beyond pure materialism into higher purpose. We will live a life that is abundant, and it's going to be focused on the things that bring us the greatest joy, the wealth of all, the health of all. And it's not monetary. It's what we need to fulfill these amazing lives that we can. You can start doing that right now. All right. Be careful of your attachment to the material world. As soon as you let it go, that's when stuff actually shows up. But you can't do that hoping that it'll show up. You got to let it go. And then you'll realize, I don't really need that. It's actually causing stress. This is why so many very wealthy people are not happy. So he emphasized love and compassion as the gateway to survival and transformation. He said, thoughts are things. Our collective consciousness literally creates the reality we experience. He said, thoughts are things. This ties directly to my message that we control the future by raising our frequency, and the video that I just did. Now, remember, we are in a material world and there is nothing wrong with abundance. But when you place it before service to others, then it becomes a problem, all right? So you can be abundant, you can be wealthy, but when you place the importance on the things and getting the things, that's when you go into lower frequency. There are many high frequency, extremely wealthy people. So it's not about the wealth. You can have anything you want here. But if you place others first and your service to the community, you will go into a golden era. Thoughts are things. This is what Edgar Cayce said. We're creating it. So let's talk about Atlantis and lost knowledge. So Cayce claimed that Atlantis would rise again, not as a physical continent. We keep thinking, oh, this island may surface. Well, that's still a possibility, but he said it would rise again, not as a physical continent, but as the return of its knowledge and technology. We're going into that era. Now, remember, Atlantis, they misused that. And we are repeating things, right? But we have a chance to come around again and change that karma. He said parts of Atlantis would be discovered in the 1960s to 70s. And indeed, mysterious ruins were found near Bimini in 1968. Atlantis? No one can be sure. He predicted Atlantean wisdom would resurface in our era, offering free energy, healing methods, and spiritual technologies. We will integrate spirituality with technology, but we will be in control of that. Technology will not. It will be used as a tool. And that's the consciousness that we can go into that allows these things to serve us in a positive way and all beings on Earth. So could 2025 to 2030 be when we finally see disclosure of these suppressed technologies? I'm thinking so. I believe that these are going to be made known to mankind and womankind because we know it exists and people are going to step out and say, enough, it has to be done. So let's look at the choice humanity faces. Cayce was clear. Prophecies aren't fixed. That's why some of his didn't come true. Otherwise, Florida would be underwater right now, according to his predictions. They're warnings, possibilities. They're possibilities. So the future of the world depends on what individuals do with their ideals. I keep saying it in every video, and I'm going to keep saying it. He saw two possible outcomes: a world of destruction, division, and chaos, or a new golden age where love, compassion, and spiritual awareness guide us, and the choice isn't in the hands of governments or elites. It's in each of us. Now, I wanted to share with you also that we're thinking, well, if the majority of the collective chooses to go to you know what in a handbasket, does that mean we go? No. If you choose the golden era, you will experience that. You will be aware of the lower frequencies. It's like when you go to the penthouse, you're aware of that there are other floors below you, right? When you're down in the basement, you're not aware of what's above you. You just think this is your world. So make sure you get up to that penthouse, and then you can shine your light on those who want to find their way there. Not condemn them, not go in fear of them, not to judge them. Stop arguing. You must go into the fifth dimension of compassion, love, non-judgment. It has to be done, my friend, and don't you wait another day to do it. So here's your call to action and empowerment. What do Edgar Cayce's shocking predictions for 2025 and beyond really mean? They're not here to scare us. They're here to wake us up. Why would he even tell us these things? What would be the purpose to tell us these horrific things that he knows would frighten us? Well, to straighten us out, just like a little kid. You tell them what the possible consequences are, they straighten up, right? Yes, Cayce saw upheaval, but he also saw the rise of a new humanity. He saw that. He saw these two existing at one time because now we're here. And our past decisions have brought us to this chaotic space, but we can change anything. It's not too late, and our future is what we experience now with our thoughts and ideals. He believed we are entering an era of transformation where love, compassion, and awakened consciousness are the true keys to survival. Survival. So the future isn't written in stone, it's being written by us right now. The question is, which version of the prophecy will we create? I'll ask you this in every video. If this video spoke to you, I hope you'll hit subscribe. Please share it. Click that bell and click the like if you liked my message of empowerment and love and not just hope, but a future that exists right now that's real. Because the more we share this knowledge, the more light we spread. And let me know in the comments, do you believe humanity is ready to step in that golden age? I do. All things are possible, and we are in a material world. Enjoy it. Be grateful for all of it, every little thing. When you are, more comes to you, and share it. Because you can't take it with you, my friend. You are whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Blessings to you. Namaste. And if you're interested, you can purchase my book, Your Spiritual Butt Kick, Breakthrough Fear. It explains exactly what's going on here, how consciousness operates, how you can go into the higher frequencies, what happens, and what are the real symptoms of a higher consciousness. And sort of the answers to the universe. It may be the last spiritual book you ever have to read. I certainly hope so, because there's so much in store for you. I'll see you in that beautiful space, that fifth dimension.